What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Garage Gang Podcast. As always, I got Kenny Ray to my left. I got Joe right here. With us, we have a very special guest, I should say. It is an up-and-coming country duo that is going to absolutely kill it here. They got a single that just came out called Y'allsome. It is Pryor Baird and Kaleb Lee, also known as Pryor and Lee.
What up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Thanks for joining us, gentlemen. Love having you on here, man.
Thanks for having us.
How's everything going for you guys amongst this this craziness that we're experiencing this past for pretty much the entire 2020?
You want the honest answer?
Yeah, man. Shoot straight. That's how we roll. or sugarcoat just a tad, but mostly the truth.
It would just be a beep. That's all.
Yeah. Beep. Yeah, dude. Totally, man. I totally get you on that.
It's been a rough one for everyone. It's kind of made a lot of people adapt to new ways of entertaining and new ways of doing stuff. I know just in our podcast game, it made us kind of learn how to interview people and how to use the whole Zoom network. So it worked out well for us, but I can only imagine for musicians. You guys are used to performing live in front of people and getting that rush, and not being able to do that must be rough.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird feeling when you finish playing and it's silent.
It's crickets.
Ooh, did you like it?
Usually that's a bad thing, but not in this case.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
So, Pryor, we're going to start with you. Yeah. We're over here in the Central Coast of California. You know, we're in Napomo. Yeah, Napomo, baby.
Right in the old backyard, man.
Jocko's for sure.
Oh, that's how we roll.
And we know you grew up in Orchid, so just kind of tell us what your favorite things were about Orchid and you know what you loved about growing up in this area.
Man, number one, you go outside Nashville right now and it's 12 degrees, so I definitely 73 in the afternoon and the 53 at night every day. Definitely miss the weather, miss my family. I miss the slow pace. I miss seeing all my family, and I really miss waving to people. You know, you drive around town, you can wave to everybody out the window. And
oh yeah.
Arm's a little tanner because it's always out the window all the time waving. But, well, I know, but they just don't wave back because I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
I saw him the other day, and I was like, "Hey, I know you." And he's like, "Yeah, we're in your driveway."
I see you all the time. Yeah. When's the last time you were able to get back home? Back to the Central Coast.
When did we play in Sacramento?
We played in Sacramento like the last weekend of October.
Yeah, last week in October. So I was back home October, November.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
For a couple of days and went to Toyota Santa Maria, got a new truck, and came back to Nashville.
There you go.
What kind of trucks you get?
He brought me a Santa Maria style pit.
Yes, he
There you go.
Hey, we're all connoisseurs of the.
And seasoning, and linguiça, and a case of tri-tip.
There it is, man.
See, that's a good partner right there, man.
Where'd you get your case of tri-tip from?
It was a hell of a gift.
And guess what he did? First Thanksgiving in his new house in Tennessee, he cooked his bird on a Santa Maria style barbecue.
Oh,
wow.
wow.
There it is.
Okay. I've never had one like that before. I mean, I live over here, and I've never had one like that.
I saw him do it, and I was like, I've never done that before. I bet that's really good.
That's cool.
Wow.
That's
yeah,
so
we're
awesome.
we're big barbecue fans over here. So obviously we got the Santa Maria style, the Central Coast on the Red Oak. I mean, you really can't go wrong. It's the best. What can you say?
Kenny's our pit master here at the Garage
I'm the
Gang.
pit master, captain, chef.
Definitely. So we know that Caleb's from here, or we know Pryor's from here. Kaleb, where you grew up in Kentucky, so kind of tell us like what was like growing up in Kentucky. Kind of sounds like a small town vibes.
Oh yeah, small town vibes. I grew up in Western Kentucky, so it was like tobacco field city.
Oh man,
Absolutely.
Nashville was like the closest place we would come to have any kind of city life. But born and raised there. Met my wife in Kentucky. She's from Indianapolis, and then we moved to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Oh,
I
there you
lived
go.
there as of a couple weeks ago for the last 10 years.
That is so weird to hear you say
It's
that.
nuts,
Like,
nuts,
that's the
nuts.
first time he's ever said it out loud like an interview, and I'm like, wow, that's
I
weird.
live in Nashville now.
There you
That's-
go.
Yeah.
That's how you know you're doing it big.
It was really great growing up in Kentucky. I miss. I'm kind of like Pryor. I miss the small town vibe every once in a while. I miss the slower pace and miss seeing people but we grew into that in Florida for the 10 years, and we'll grow into that in Nashville as well at some point. We moved a little bit outside of town, so we still have a little bit of the small vibe here in Nashville.
For sure. That's what I've heard. I had family who moved down to Nashville, and they said that it was like, I think, a 15-minute drive out, and they had like a creek in their backyard, and it was a little more rural, kind of nice, not the big city lifestyle. So
small towns are cool and everything, but you find that it's a little harder to follow your dream and get some exposure in those towns. So I mean, you gotta fucking hit the pavement,
Yeah.
So at a young age, you guys both loved music. What kind of was the first time where you guys realized, like, this is something that I love, it's something I might want to be doing for the rest of my life?
I played guitar when I was 8.
Okay.
Wow.
My mom and dad tell stories. I don't obviously remember too much prior to 8, but they tell stories of me just begging to play guitar and singing with toy microphones and toy guitars as long as I could. And I think they put me off as long as they could as far as trying to do with music. Finally bought me a guitar, sent me to some guitar lessons, and I loved it. I was eat up with it. Did it all through school, high school, college. Did the music thing, or tried the music thing after college here in Nashville for a few years, and I always known I wanted to do it. Sometimes you hit reality or what you think is reality, and you're like, you know what? It's like an old high school quarterback dream. Like, I'm never going to make the pros, and you reminisce about all those high school football games, and that's kind of the way I was there for a while. I was just reminiscing about what could have been, and we moved to Florida and got out of it, and the voice brought me back to music, and that's how I met this guy, and now I'm back in it full time, and I couldn't be happier.
Absolutely.
Speaking of
Shit was going to end.
What about you, Pryor?
What's up, Pryor?
I met this guy and all went to shit.
What about you, Pryor? When did you finally realize your talents?
I mean, I don't know if I realized any talents, but I just knew that at a very young age. I mean, one of my first memories was hearing my uncle play the guitar, and I can still see the back of his head, like him playing in my house, and I knew that sound. I said, "What is that noise?" And I remember hearing it, looking at it. Didn't know what it was, didn't understand it, but I said, I love that, and that's what I want to do. And then my mom had some old records, and one of them was the Jimmy Reed live at Carnegie Hall in like 1956. And I remember hearing it in the guitar, and I remember him singing. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I want to do, and that's what I want to sound like.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I mean, I've never known anything else than this. I've always done something else to support this habit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So growing up, this goes for both of you guys. Did you guys have any other interest? Did you guys play sports growing up, or did you Pryor? Did you go to Rigetti?
I did.
Rigetto, there we go.
Nice, man.
There you go.
2001, you said?
Did you graduate with my brother-in-law,
Brother?
Ryan Vanderlei?
Blake and Ryan. I played water polo with Blake and Ryan.
Yeah.
Both.
You did? Okay.
Wow.
My sister's Brittany.
Man, I told myself I'd never let that come out. Yeah. I didn't know him about this.
I got it out of you. There you go.
So you played water polo, and it sounded like you dabbled on the football field a little bit, possibly.
I did not actually.
Okay.
No.
I played golf a little bit in high school. Played
golf.
soccer growing up. Always loved basketball.
Perfect.
Growing up in Kentucky, you got to be a UK fan.
Yeah.
And I am.
Or Louisville.
Or Louisville. I mean, you can pick Louisville.
Shit. Or Morehead State. Or what? Yeah, it was a classic name drop.
Kentucky fan. No, when I was growing up, Louisville really wasn't on the radar.
Yeah.
It was kind of a unified state as far as Go Big Blue, but Louisville, when Patino left Kentucky, did the whole Celtics thing, came back, Louisville kind of got on the radar, and so now it's a divided state.
Hey, he's only saying that because he's a Duke fan, so it's okay.
Oh, diehard Duke fan.
Duke fan?
Since day one.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross.
I got 5 jerseys. Oh, I'm good with that. We're good.
That's awesome.
And we both like some Blue Bloods. It's all good. It's all good, guys.
So that kind of leads us into our next question. So
We lost connection.
I said I should have kept that to myself, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit.
Actually, you volunteered it.
If you guys were not in the music industry right now, what do you guys think you'd be doing? Like, how different would your lives be?
I'd probably have myself a nice water heater box somewhere tucked in a corner under an overpass, sleeping under that thing.
Yeah.
Still following the dream, huh?
Yeah.
No, I'd probably, I'd probably still be back home and I'd be farming. Growing grapes.
Oh, I read also. I did a little bit of homework that you were you dropped out of college because you were was it a fruit science major?
Damn, son, you didn't say, yeah.
Yeah.
I just weeked it real quick when I was putting together the episode.
I went to Allen Hancock for 2 years, and I was going to do the
Same here.
UC Hancock, baby. Let's go.
Hancock, baby.
UC Santa.
The first job for John Madden,
Yeah. Madden.
coach there.
He's the man.
He was.
That's like the one
I'd
claim
be
to
growing
fame.
Grapes. That's probably what I'd be doing somewhere.
What about you,
I
Caleb?
do some wine growing too myself. So
No, I never knew anybody knew anything about that.
Water polo and a grape grower.
I love that.
Hey, so actually, going back to the water polo, you had a good water polo
I want to
team.
smuggle my grapes, sucker.
You had a pretty good water polo team, I will say, though, right?
Hell yeah, we were all state, all league. Like we have more Division I championships in our high school than any other sport.
That's what. Trust me, Ryan told me this all the time.
Caleb hasn't blinked yet.
Yeah, Ryan and Blake constantly let us know how successful they were in the pool.
Like to
with
show us their rings.
with other guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan was on a team that was really good. He was with like Jeremy Grubbs and all those guys, and they went on to play like a couple of them. I think went to go play for the Olympics, and
Yeah.
they were really good. Jeremy Grubbs, full ride scholarship to Pepperdine University. I think that whole entire team all got full ride scholarships somewhere to go play Division I college.
Yeah, they were really good.
And Ryan ended up.
Yeah,
here.
right. Ryan.
Yeah.
Ryan with my sister. So, all right. So the next one, we're gonna kind of jump into a little game here. All right, and it's similar to the Newlywed Game. We're calling it "So You Think You Know Me." All right, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna need you guys. We told them to either have a whiteboard or a piece of paper for you. Do you guys have that?
We have a whiteboard.
We have a whiteboard.
Do you have whiteboard? Okay, so
It's right in front of us.
Or you can tell us.
just something you can write on and show the camera. Do you have that?
Oh, here, I got it right.
We got you.
Perfect.
We both do it, or you do it? Do we both need one?
Well, if you both could do it, yeah, we're gonna ask you a question. You're gonna write down for the other person and then turn it over, and we're gonna see how close you were. We want to.
I'm feeling it.
Just a little something right here.
I mean, you guys are a new duo together. We want to know how well you guys know each other.
Hey, a lot better than we did a year ago.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I bet.
We'll see about that.
And they're just going to be short questions about the other person, so not too in depth.
All right. Don't copy off me. That's how I got through high school.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna ask you guys a question, and then your response is gonna be what you think the other person's response is.
No looking.
So, like, we ask you a question, you write down
The
Lee.
others.
All right, Caleb, you write down what Pryor would say. Pryor, you write down what Caleb would say, and then you turn it over and see if you're right. All right.
All right.
All right, first question. What is the other person's favorite beer?
Favorite what?
Favorite beer.
Cerveza. It's probably like Coors Yellow Bellies.
I'll write this big where you can see it.
It'd be nice.
You know what? That's a good question. That's a good point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got 6 questions. So, I mean, big enough, but
If we don't see him, whatever, we can just say him. It's all right.
Are you guys ready?
I gotta spell it. I don't know how to spell it. I don't think I spelled it right.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
I can't see.
Corona.
Is that Corona on both?
So both of them's Corona. Okay,
Coronas.
that's perfect. Okay.
Hey, you know what though? That's
And so that's each of your.
even after this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's the year of the Corona. I heard. I saw this meme or whatever. It was.
We are redeeming the word Corona.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I saw that Corona pledged like $10 million to change it to the Bud Light virus.
That's pretty funny.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a
Question
Here's an
number
interesting question. Question
2.
number 2. The most annoying or quirky thing about the other that you've noticed so far. It doesn't have to be annoying, but just something,
Something's a little different.
Some little
or odd
thing.
about him.
What's a
And so I'm supposed to answer like what he would say
Like-
about me.
No,
Yes.
no. Oh no. What is his weird thing? And then he writes, "What's your weird thing?"
Okay.
Yeah.
CC.
Is he thinking about this?
I love the thought.
The silence is golden. I like
I know,
it.
right?
It's really putting some thought into
Yeah,
this.
they're in some deep thought right now.
The ink's a flowing.
All right, this is going to be interesting.
And Pryor's like writing an essay. He's got
Yeah.
a lot to say.
All right.
We good to go?
All right, we'll have Pryor.
This is probably he played water polo.
Speedo.
All right, 1,
Ready?
2,
Yeah, go ahead.
3. What do we got?
Cracks his knuckles in his
Sleep.
Okay.
Whoa, that is pretty. Always loses his wallet.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that when he's supposed to treat you for the food? He loses his wallet.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I forgot my wallet.
Oh, he pulled the old Alan Harper from 2.5 Men.
Yeah.
Like, I'll start counting down like how many times he has to go back into the house.
Yeah.
Well, nowadays you got to go back for the mask too. I always forget the
One
mask.
time we went to the grocery store and I went all the way and got all the shit and went through the line. I was like, oh no.
Oh no!
He's like looking for this. I was like, you knew it.
Yeah.
You knew I didn't have it.
Oh my god!
I will say
That's
it's a little
epic.
better with Venmo these days, though. Too, it kind of makes it a little
Yeah.
bit easier, but
True story.
cool. So,
All right.
Aaron, question 3.
Question number 3.
number 3.
Who is the other person's country singer comparison? Who would you compare the other person to? What does their voice sound like?
Or just if not voice, just whatever reminds you.
Mannerisms.
Yeah.
Could it be a 2-part question? Or could it be a 2-part answer? I mean,
You can. It can be whatever
Absolutely.
answer you want. We're not sticklers here. At
We're
the Garage
easily,
Gang.
yeah.
You ready to go?
no, hang on.
No, okay.
Pryor's still thinking.
Are you trying to do like a hybrid?
Yeah, because there's 2 people that you really sound like. There's 3, but I'm gonna try to get it to 2.
I hope one of them is Bonnie Raitt.
I hope mine ain't Bonnie Raitt. I look like Bonnie Raitt.
All right.
We got it.
Cool.
All right.
Let's
1,
see it.
2, 3.
What do you say?
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Okay.
Garth Brooks, Travis Tritt.
Okay.
Hey.
There you go. I like it.
All right.
That's some high praise for each other right there.
It's very high praise. We love it. We
They're
love
like,
it. We
oh.
love it. Cool.
I'm like,
Do you guys agree with each other?
What's that?
oh yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
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 It sound good to you? All right.
Yeah.
Down with that.
Heck yeah.
Are we killing the game or what?
Yeah. You
No,
are.
You're
you
doing
guys are
great,
freaking
man.
I'm loving
epic.
this
You
because
guys are doing awesome.
You guys are like right in front of our eyes, finding out stuff about each other.
Right?
Yeah.
He plays water
I
polo.
honestly don't feel like I could do this good if my wife was sitting here.
Well, you're doing fantastic.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yes.
Joe.
So,
Not let her do that.
no. Question 4.
Okay.
Who is most likely to fart in public?
Be honest now.
Yeah. Who is most likely to fart in public?
All right.
You ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Yes.
Caleb.
Caleb and-
over-
Yes.
Yes.
Who's likely to? Whoever ate more.
Yeah.
I figured you're gonna get me.
I like the yes for
Just
sure.
like it
Yes.
is. Yeah, definitely. Okay. That's good. This is good. Okay, guys. Question number 5. What's the other's go-to fast food order? Or what's the other's go-to fast food order?
Okay.
Oh, okay,
We
yeah,
need,
we have to
we need to
define-
clarify. This is like this is a topic of conversation that's big with us.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Food always.
Okay.
It's huge.
So when you say fast food, does that count In-N-Out Burger or like Whataburger or something like that? Or does it have to be like Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's?
No.
Like
In and
In-N-Out
out,
counts.
Whataburger.
In-N-Out is fast food. Even though it takes a long time to get it.
Even though it's not In-N-Out.
More than one restaurant counts as a
Sure.
chain?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just sock it to us, man.
The go-to. We did something like this, I don't know, probably a few months ago. And I think it was our go-to Taco Bell order because that's one of our favorite spots. Oh, man.
All right, so we were just talking about like you want the name of the place.
Oh, no, we want you like the
order.
What they get. What do they get?
No problem.
Oh, no problem.
They got to turn around.
Just anything. Just give us. Yeah, that's awesome.
That's how well you really know.
Yeah, no.
I've been married to my wife for 6 years, and I still get her order wrong half the time. So
When you
No, you forget the sauces.
The sauces,
ranch.
every
yeah.
time, it's always the sauces, man.
Gotta have the ranches and the barbecues.
Number one rule to married people: don't forget the sauces.
You gotta have a sauce drawer or a sauce thing.
yeah. We got ketchups from like different places, but we still have a bottle of ketchup in the fridge. So I'm
Yep.
like, what are we doing with this extra ketchup?
One can only be judged by how expansive his sauce drawer in the fridge is. I feel like.
Yeah. If you can tell you're a real connoisseur if you have a variety of stuff. In
Hey,
it.
Or chubby.
Or chubby. Yeah, I'd say chubby.
All right, boys, we almost ready?
I'm supposed to say what he would pick, right?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
three,
Pryor, go
2.
first.
Let's go, Pryor.
Double cheeseburger.
Hugh Babies.
You baby,
Hugh
double
Babies.
cheeseburger, chili cheese fries,
Fries,
classic hot dog, and a chocolate
cheddar.
shake. Is that right?
That's right.
Is that right?
Ah,
Chili cheese, classic hot, chocolate shake. Nailed it.
Boom.
My man. All right, Caleb, what do we got?
All right, so we've got Hugh Babies,
Uh-huh.
double cheese, extra veggies, large fry, extra crispy,
perfect.
large chocolate shake, and I added lots of ketchup because I'll
Yeah.
probably steal his ketchup.
Hey,
So you guys like Hugh Babies, I'm guessing.
yeah.
That's
We're-
Hey, it's better than In-N-Out.
It puts-
I've never even heard
man.
of it.
so where's this Hugh Babies located? Like, what region would you find it?
It's in Nashville.
Is it okay?
Is it only in Nashville?
Nashville based.
I mean, if I were to have another one, it's the closest comparison is In-N-Out. It's
Okay.
just
Okay.
the burger patties on the outside. They're like this crispy.
It's like a steak and shake kind of like crispy patty, but better.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
And,
Sound-
and cut fries.
Well, I'm going to be in Nashville next August, so I'll be going there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hugh Babies. I'll
That's
write
good.
that down.
We're taking you to Hugh Babies.
And
Yeah.
I rushed directly from
Had the
work
order ready
here.
for you.
I have the order right there. We're ready to go.
I
okay.
rushed directly from work here, and I'm starving. And
Yeah.
this is not helping.
I'm
I
pretty
bet,
hungry.
right? All right, so final question. All right, is the last one. We got, what would the other person's superpower be if they had one? Okay.
Well, what was that?
Invisible. What do you got, Caleb? He said invisible. What was yours?
Fly.
Are they
Invisible.
right? Would you
Correct.
be invisible?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, you guys.
this friendship is growing. There we go.
So that that was
That's
out.
one real questions like, how does he? No, I'm just kidding.
So is that 6 for 6? I don't think you guys got one wrong, right?
You know, 6 for 6.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Didn't know where they went to school, but
Killing it.
I know,
they
right?
that-
Didn't know he played water polo, but he knows
well,
his order.
that was a fun. That went pretty well.
Good
I like
stuff.
that. Yeah, we're trying out that segment. I'd say it's a success right there.
Absolutely.
Love the games.
All right, so now we're going to transition into kind of when you guys met. So kind of the voice. I kind of want to know what inspired both of you guys to try out for that. Like what was the reasoning behind, you know what, I'm going to go actually try to do this and pursue my dream.
Season 14 of The Voice, right?
Season 14.
Okay.
Season 14.
Oh, yeah. No, I will say my wife had been trying to get me to do The Voice for years, really. Like, she would watch it. I would occasionally watch it. Like, I really didn't really care too much for it. I thought, kind of mentioned before, like, I just thought music was really kind of a past life of mine at that point. I got 3 kids, and we were just in a different season of life. And I got a message one day, an email from a notification. Some dude had found a video of mine online on YouTube that I'd done like years ago. His name's Tobin, which we got a story about Tobin.
All right.
And reached out. I thought it was kind of a joke, but I did a little bit of research and found out this guy was a recruiter for The Voice. And messaged him back. He sent me his email, so I emailed him back and said, "Hey man, I'm interested. Send me some information." And he said, "Would you be willing to fly to LA in 2 weeks for a callback?" Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down. And so literally, like, from the message, 2 weeks later, I'm in LA. I did an executive callback for the show in front of show producers. Found out that weekend that they wanted me to come back for the blind auditions, and then 2 weeks later, I was back in LA for the blind auditions. Is where I met this guy. So it literally, from a 30-day window, I went from like no music, music's over, done, like just play around the campfire with buddies, drinking beer, to maybe be doing this thing again full time. Who knows?
That's pretty awesome, man. That is insanely awesome.
Mine's kind of the same. I didn't go searching for it. I had a buddy who was on the show, and I guess when you finish in the top, whatever, they can recommend people, and they recommended me. And the same guy reached out to me, and I had a private audition. He said, "Would you be interested?" And I said, "I'm not standing in a line. I'm not doing the cattle call thing, standing in line for 12 hours." And I went down to, I think, Georgia. I did. I went to Atlanta, Georgia, played there. They were like, "Cool, we'd like to send you to LA." And I said, "All right." 2 weeks later, I went to LA, and literally the same thing. And that's where I met him. I was like, "Okay, this is okay."
Wow.
Right on.
Okay, so what was that like initial tryout? Well, no, I wouldn't say the initial one, but I want the tryout in front of the judges.
Like the process,
you know?
yeah.
What's that like leading up to that, and what is the nerves like once you get out there and you see the backs of those chairs to you? Like what is that experience?
Just want to get it over with so I can go home already, because we've been in LA for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh wow, so you were preparing for that long?
We're there 6 weeks for the blind auditions, because there's like
Oh,
at that point there's 100 people that are auditioning for the blind auditions, and there's 48 spots on teams.
Uh-huh.
So you got 100 people dealing with rehearsal times and video shoot times, all this stuff. So there's a ton of downtime in those 6 weeks, and that's why you're there so long.
Yeah.
But I remember, for me, I was nervous as hell, because I went from like, were you really? Oh gosh, I didn't done music. Like, I was not like gigging. I mean, it had been years since I played a show. And so my first show back is in front of 4 superstars in front of a crowd with like,
He killed it.
I was nervous as hell.
Hey, how many people were in that crowd actually, by the way,
It
too?
got progressively better, but still, like, that show, like, it was a boot camp when it comes to like just throwing you in the deep end and figuring out if you could swim or not.
Sink or swim. How many people were in the crowd there?
And I will say that, like, I mean, anybody can say, "Oh yeah, I wasn't nervous at all." I wasn't nervous, but when you get to that stage, and then you get up there, and it's like, oh, well, I better not mess up, because this is for real.
Yeah, this is it right here.
Well, I can't imagine that, this is kind of the culmination of your life's dream. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I understand the whole, like, you're ready for it, you're prepared, but anybody who says they're not nervous, they're out of their mind. That's got to be the point where you're like, okay, this is it. This is my time. And I mean, hey, you guys both killed it and it worked. So, after that, Pryor, you went to Blake, and then, Kaleb, you went to
Kelly
Clarkson, correct? Yeah, Kelly Clarkson. What was that experience like working with those two?
He went to Blake.
Oh, he went to Blake too. I thought he went.
Both.
Oh no, you went to Blake, and then Kelly picked you up after, huh?
So we've been huge.
That's what it was. Okay.
We've been a huge Blake fan since he sang Old Red in Austin.
I didn't get a ton of time to be with Blake. I was there with one round, and we didn't really get any time during that round at all. Like, we didn't have any FaceTime with him at that point of the show. But Kelly was. I was with Kelly through the rest of the show, through the semifinals when we both went out. But Kelly was incredible. She was a huge help on the show. Is incredible. Like, she's still been, our manager. We're with Starstruck Management, who she introduced us to, which is Narvel Blackstock, who manages Blake. And at one point managed Kelly, but we won't get into that. But no, like, well, I owe a ton of, like, as a solo artist, I did a duet with her that we released late last year. She's just been super supportive of me, of us, all the way around. So I couldn't say anything near bad about Kelly.
She seems like a really cool person.
And I remember he did a show with her down in Atlanta or down in Georgia. And I walked by in the back. She's like, "Hey, Pryor, how are you?" And I was like, "She knows, remember me?"
Hi, Kelly.
She's like, she's the sweetest person. She truly is one of the nicest human beings I've ever met.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Do you have that relationship that where you can, like, ask for advice or something, or pick up from where you left off if you need the mentorship kind of thing? She's there for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
What about you, Pryor? How was Blake?
Blake was great, man. Blake is exactly like you think he would be, man. He's a great time. He's the life of the party. He's really smart too. Like when it comes to music stuff, I mean, he knows his brand. He knows, as a mentor wise, like looking up to him, he knows his crowd. He knows his songs. He knows what he can and can't do. More importantly, he knows what he can't do, and he knows what he does best and what his fans like. And every time he does it, I mean, he just gets a number one hit every time. It's because
it's crazy.
He's so conscious of who he is and what he represents and what his brand is. And not to mention, he's super cool guy, really funny, down to earth, loves to hunt, loves to fish, loves to drink a lot.
Yeah. Looks like that's kind of what I figure. I mean,
which is our kind of dude.
Absolutely.
yeah, that's the picture I get of Blake when you see him. I mean, I've been fan of him since he had the mullet back in like the late '90s when he was singing Austin and Old Red.
Old Red is my favorite country song ever.
It's just crazy to see where he's been.
Don't be saying anything about
Hey, look at this.
Hey, I didn't say a damn
Beautiful.
thing about the mullet. It's making a comeback. I'm all for it, brother. That's all good.
If I could, I would.
You have
grow
a
my hair
magnificent
out.
mullet, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know. It's awesome. So, in one of the rounds, you guys went 1-on-1, and it saw Pryor come up on top of that on that time. Is there any like friendly competition between you guys, or just kind of?
I will say one thing first and foremost, even about that show and about music in general, even any sort of art. I don't ever see there as competition.
Yeah.
My philosophy is whatever I can do to make you sound better and to bring the best out of you is what I'm going to do. And vice versa. I would want somebody to do that to me. And I will say to this day, like even when this question comes up, it puts a pit in my stomach. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I look up to him like a big brother. He's younger than I am, but I look up to him like a big brother because he's so far surpassed where I am just in life. And I don't think that I could ever beat Kaleb at anything. But then when I beat him at that, it was like, I don't like that, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I don't like competition about it. That I remember when I won, I was like, this sucks. And we had to go backstage and they were like, yeah, man, how do you feel? And I was like, and I told them, I was like, this sucks.
Yeah.
They're like, we need you to be excited. I'm like, my buddy is my best friend is standing on the stage right there and he's going home and then that thing when Kelly saved him and I was just like, oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love it where, even in sports and I guess in music like this, you use everyone as your resource. You guys can fall back on each other, give each other advice, and that's how you progress. And I love hearing that.
That's definitely a great way of looking at it. Even though it was like so-called a competition, but just how your like mindset is, that's really admirable because not a lot of people see things in that light.
Yeah, girl,
Come on now.
My dog. She's barking up here.
Coco, hold on one
Oh,
second.
no.
Coco,
good?
excuse you. You okay? Yeah, we have a little thing,
And then
we have a big. What's Duke again?
He's a Doberman.
we got-
Big Doberman, a huge Doberman. So it's kind of funny seeing them two together.
That's awesome.
Sorry
We
about that.
love dogs, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Heck
yeah.
What kind of dogs y'all got?
We have 3 Vizslas.
All sisters.
All sisters.
3
Oh, wow.
what?
Yeah. What's that?
3 what?
Vishlas.
I don't even know what a Vizsla is. What's a Vizsla?
I'll show you.
The best damn dog.
Best dog in the world.
So, and we just literally cut. We're in the process of cutting a song called "Good Old Dogs and God." Like, we're gonna be releasing it soon, probably on like social media, doing some stuff there. But we're super excited about it. We love dogs. Next time we do this, we gotta like all bring our dogs like on camera.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Coco, come here.
Oh, Coco.
Well, we'll bring Duke in. Well, at some point.
Nah,
He's a little bigger. We have a lot of expensive equipment coming around here. We can't hit. He thinks he's small, and he's just
This
like
is our Coco
clumsy.
right here.
He's a little girl.
Oh,
Baby Kokomo.
oh, Chihuahua.
Yeah, she's a good
That's
girl.
coconut right there.
But like
Hey, look at Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Oh, seriously.
the Doberman is huge. Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, those are beautiful dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're like hunting dogs, right?
Yeah, they're bird dogs.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Ours are not bird dogs. Ours are, we don't hunt. You bring us the food.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's smart. So on the Voice, you guys were roommates. Is that kind of where you guys really like formed this bond and really became, like brothers?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
When you share a room, I would say at any point in your life, but especially when you're like in the adult part of your life,
Or in jail.
Yeah.
it's like neither of us were super excited about having roommates. It was just part of the deal. And we got to know each other really well. Like it worked because there's a lot of horror stories that you can imagine of like, you get two people that don't know each other and they, one likes the air conditioner at 75, the other one likes it at 55. I mean, there's all kinds of stupid reasons why you would like not get along. And it just seemed like we just hit it off. Like everything was cool and we liked the same stuff. And that made it a lot easier to get to know each other. And we were always hanging out at the bar. Everyone else seemed like they were like 18 and couldn't drink. And so we were like at the bar every night having drinks.
Well, I can imagine too, especially being on a show, like we were saying, that's kind of a career defining moment. If you got someone that you don't like as your roommate, I can imagine that's got to affect the way you prepare and all that. You got you have other things to worry about other than just music, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
can
tough
imagine.
because everybody's on different schedules. Sometimes people are getting up at 4:00 in the morning to go start their day, and then you might have gotten home at 1:00 in the morning because you just finished up the studio that night, and they're making noise or they stink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had a. Yeah,
My biggest thing is the alarm. When you snooze your alarm like 8 times,
Oh,
that's my
man.
biggest pet peeve.
Bro, let me tell you something.
I'll do that.
This guy right here, this is what happens. Okay, time to go.
Hey, you know what? I'm like that.
Me too. I'm the same way.
I am like that.
Because if I lay around, I'm going to be absolutely worthless. I'm going to be tired the rest of the day. Once I hear it go off, I just got to get up and go.
Honestly, I pretty consistently
Rip the
snooze
thing off
twice.
and go to the.
I'm like that, and I thank my mom for it because when I was in middle school, I hit the snooze button one too many times, and she came in with a big ass pan of ice cold water and dumped that shit on me. And it was
His mom would too.
Yeah, and it was awesome because the best part was when I got home that day, all my bed sheets were all dry, and she like washed them for me, so which was cool.
There you go. Silver lining.
Yeah,
There you go.
absolutely. But
So after The Voice, you guys both tried to do a kind of a solo career. And then how did Pryor and Lee come about? How did that officially, you guys come together as a group after trying to do the solo thing?
It's funny the answer to this question is like the more I just think back, I'm like, when did Pryor and Lee start? I think Pryor and Lee started like when he and I met on The Voice, because the first time we sang together, it was in my hotel. It was in my room. I don't even think we were. It was after we were roommates. This is in a different room. And the first time we ever sang together, we did that song "Don't Do Me Like That" by Tom Petty.
Okay.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, just come in my room. We'll just we'll go over some stuff." We went over it once, and I was like, "Oh, I think we got it." He's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "I think we're good." It was so easy, and I mean, I've never in my life. I've been on stage with so many people, and I've never in my life been with sang with somebody that was so easy. So to answer the question, in my opinion, I feel like it started 3 years ago, but it really started, a year ago.
Okay.
all right, that's
Yeah,
cool.
we made the final decision of doing the duo like this time last year.
Okay.
We were kind of both in I would say, for lack of a better term, a rut in our solo stuff, like just doing the things that we needed to do, but not seeing a lot of just momentum and traction building.
Gotcha.
And we both kind of looked at each other and said, hey, because every time I'd come in, I wasn't living in Nashville at the time. I'd come and stay with him every time I was in town. And so we would hang out, every night and, chat and talk and dream and all that stuff. And we finally just said, hey, what is it going to hurt if we just give this a shot? We can keep our solo things going.
Yeah.
Let's go to the studio. Let's cut a song, have fun. The worst case is we just have a really good time.
We were at Ulavetos when we talked about that, didn't I?
Yeah. And so that was this time last year. We went in the studio, cut a song. And it was, we did our Christmas deal. New Year's comes around, like our families, him and his fiance, my wife and I and our kids, we went to the Keys for a week, just to kind of reset and start the year. And it was the week after that where I'm driving back to Nashville, literally like January 4th or something like that.
It's a Monday.
It was a Monday. And for whatever reason, I had this gut feeling that I needed to send this song, which I had told him, don't send it to anybody until it's done. Just because I can be particular about that stuff. And I broke my own rule. Sent it to Doug Johnson at Black River. And he called me immediately and said, hey, when can we meet? I want to hear more about this stuff. And so that was a Monday. We had our first meeting with Black River as a duo on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Very next day.
That afternoon.
Wow.
Holy cow,
That's
guys.
great.
So, I mean, obviously they knew they liked what they heard and they wanted it to happen. That's awesome.
So with Black River,
I want to add something to that, because the craziest thing about that is the day before that Monday was a Sunday, obviously. But I was sitting downstairs with my fiance and I told her, I said, I have one egg left in my basket. I said, if this doesn't work, because I've been here almost 10 years, it'll be 10 years March 6th.
Okay.
And I was like, man, if this doesn't work, I don't think I'm going to make it. Like, I think it's time for me to hang it up. She's like, no, I got a feeling everything's going to be okay. I'm like, yeah, way to be supportive. That's cool. I said, let's see what happens on Monday. Monday came and I got an email from this, that was a no. I said, sorry, we're going to have to pass. And I was like, I'm done. Like, my career is literally over. I've been here for 10 years. I've worked 30 years, dedicated myself to play. And I don't know if you guys have like ever lost a family member or a dog or something. Like, when you cry, like big man cry tears, it's like, I thought my life literally was over. I was like, I'm going to sell everything. We're going to move out of Nashville. I don't ever want to see it again. He was driving to town, and I had to get out of the house. And I drove over to Whole Foods, and I was standing in the meat department, and this is no shit. My phone rang, and it's FaceTime. Kaleb doesn't usually FaceTime me, so I answered it. And the first thing he said was, bro, don't be mad. I thought, you have no idea. There's nothing you can say right now that would like ruin my day.
try me.
And he said, we have a meeting tomorrow at Black River. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? That night, he got to the house. We sat upstairs. We played 3 songs. We always say there was always this joke because I kind of just took an envelope. It was a piece of paper, and I slid it across to him like, here's your check. Like, just messing around, And we went in the next day, and sure as shit, we got a record deal offered that day. And I was like,
badass.
I thought my career was over, and today we got a record deal.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
That shows how quick something can change.
So you're the first country duo that they've signed. I had a question here. It said, how did signing with Black River Entertainment propel y'all's duo career? But you guys answered it. You guys were at the last. At least for you, Pryor, you were at the last, kind of like, oh, man, maybe my dream's done and not supposed to be, fulfilled to an extent. And, just this out of nowhere came and here we are. You got a record deal. They love it. You're one of the hottest country duos in the game right now,
I want to come out and talk
COVID
about,
pending and everything.
I want to come out and talk about Y'allsome.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, that is a freaking banger, boys. I'm telling you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I absolutely love that song. What was it like, creating that song and just kind of being a part of it?
Well, we didn't write the song.
Uh-huh.
Rhett Akins, Marv Green, and JT Harding wrote the song. but it was shortly after we had signed with Black River. They started pitching us songs. You know, we're writing, doing our thing, and they started pitching us songs from other writers, and just starting to try to put this, what we were going to call, you know, an EP or single or something out. We just needed music, right?
Uh-huh.
And so they sent us, I remember the first folder, like Dropbox folder of songs that we were supposed to listen to, and, you know, flag, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. And Y'allsome was at the very bottom of the list. And I was walking around my yard in Daytona with headphones on, just kind of like, you know, loving life, because this was the first pitch folder I've ever been sent.
Yeah.
And like, this is like so cool. And, you know, I got to that last song and I was like, man, this song kicks ass. Like could be really, really cool for us. And I know you have a pretty similar story.
Yeah, same thing. I was super pumped. I remember it coming through an email and I was like, yes. Like, again, my whole life has changed overnight.
Right.
I got that done, and now I'm getting songs pitched to me by, you know, Rhett Akins, Marv Green, who's actually from San Ynez.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, this is so much fun. I was on a red-eye flight from LA, coming back out here. Like you said, at the bottom of the list, there's probably, I don't know, 25, 30 songs on there. So it takes, 3 minutes a song. It takes a little while to get to it. By the time I get to my seat and we take off, we get up to cruising altitude, everybody's asleep. Lights are off. The lady sitting on the aisle seat, she's got her, head, whatever you call those things. She's out.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting there chilling, listening to music, got my headphones on. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's cool. When Y'allsome came on, I was like, I started banging my feet on the ground, and I started hitting the armrests.
Heck yeah.
Oh, man, I started humming out loud. Like, when kids have their headphones on, they start talking to you about, 3,000 times volume.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Came over, and they were like, sir, it's 2 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
like, you got to hear this song. It's so good.
You don't understand what this song's about to do for me. I love this song.
I like that you guys have more of like a rowdy country kind of part of the genre, because it's kind of refreshing, because like these days it's a lot of it's like the more poppy country. Let's just say like it is. And I personally love older country and whatnot, and especially the ones that make you want to go to a honky tonk, drink some beers, and just get rowdy.
It kind of sounds like a lot of like Texas country, kind of like just like that, like you said, like that outlaw.
Yeah, I love that outlaw thing. Yeah, like Eric Church is my favorite singer. He kind of keeps it somewhat there.
Eric Church. He said Eric Church.
Eric Church. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. So, also, being a fan of like the '90s country and whatnot, it must be just crazy part of the dream to be singing a song written by Marv Green and Rhett Akins. Considering Rhett's written for some of the who's who in country, man. That's awesome, dude.
And we're super honored to have the song one, because it's great, but let alone having guys like that attached to it is pretty stellar.
Yeah, absolutely.
I really wish that song could have come out in a summer where everyone could have been blasting it
Yeah.
at freaking barbecues and out at the lake and all that shit, man. That would have been, because I'm telling you, that would have been this summer's banger. I guarantee you. I'm not even like, I absolutely love that song.
Interrupting the tour, you guys would be out there touring and all that good stuff, I'm sure, right now, if it wasn't where we are with this pandemic type deal.
Right.
One thing you guys have been able to kind of do, though, is a couple NASCAR events. So far, I kind of want to know, what's your relationship with NASCAR, and who's your guys' favorite driver?
Have something.
Tell you what he did to my favorite driver.
So NASCAR, it's become like a really special thing for us. Like we've been able to build some really great relationships in that NASCAR world. And I don't know if you've ever been to a NASCAR race.
I haven't.
No, that's
just the Santa Maria Speedway. That's it.
bucket list though. Bucket
Let's
list. I want to go to a NASCAR race.
Chance, you got to go. It's incredible. Even if you're not a NASCAR fan, you don't know any of the drivers. Like it's an experience like none other. Like it's super, super fun. And I living in Daytona for the last 10 years.
Oh.
That's going to the Daytona 500 every year. And a good friend of mine is the president of the track, and just getting into that world, getting to know those guys, and getting to know the NASCAR world. Like I've grown to love it. And so we played. What did we play? We played Daytona 500 this year.
And the Auto Club.
We played the Auto Club
Pomona.
in Montana.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Sweet.
And that was like, we did those 2 shows before everything shut down. And then we just sang we'd sing the national anthem at Charlotte this year, or Bristol, I'm sorry. At Charlotte. We played at Bristol. Yeah, we played at Bristol. So anyway, love that whole circuit. I would say my favorite driver. All right, so I'm going to say Clint Boyer. Clint, if you're out there, I love you, man, and I'm so sorry about spilling the bottle of tequila on all over you.
Oh, no. Party foul.
I had way too many shots.
This sounds like a story.
And,
Hey, so we're
Here
on
we
our
go.
bus, and our bus is back there, and then Cole Swindell, he parks his bus next to us, and so we go to party on his bus. Clint Boyer's in there. And there's this guy, what's his name? Rush. Rush Truck Stops.
Yeah.
So he's got a semi-truck full of Herradura tequila on ice.
Oh, man.
And he's got 3 or 4 runners that just keep going out and getting more bottles of tequila.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know when you get to a party and you're just like, man, I can't catch up with these people, so I'm just going to leave. Like, I can't catch up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I left to go make myself a cocktail. I was like, well, I ain't no quitter. I'm at least going to give it a hell of a shot and try and catch up.
Uh-huh.
I was gone for, 12 minutes. Kaleb went from a 3 to a 37 time. And he was seeing about 14 of me when I walked in. He's got the bottle in his hand and he's pouring shots in the lid.
Oh, my gosh.
How did you? What?
Hey, I've
I
been
was just
there.
You were fine.
Yeah. You were at a 5.
Sitting down like this, and Caleb's standing right above him. He's like, and Kaleb, he went to pour the tequila in the lid. I don't know, maybe the lid didn't have a hole, and he just poured it all. And Clint was wearing like these khaki kind of brownish pants. So as soon as it gets wet, it just went everywhere. And he just sat there and he looked up at Kaleb, and I was like,
do you realize what you just did?
He didn't. He was just like, and Clint's looking at him. He's like, bro, are you serious? And I'm right here, like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to beat up Clint Boyer because he's gonna try and take a swing at my boy. And then I was like, this is not a good situation. But it ended up great.
it turned out great. We all had a good time.
That's awesome.
That sounds epic.
Okay, man.
No, half of the bottle does not fit in the cap.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'll note that next time I drink tequila.
As a general rule, yes.
Yeah.
You gotta make it through your lid.
I have taken shots out of the lid before. So.
Oh, well, absolutely.
So, yes.
So you know what kind of party that is when you're resorting to taking shots out of the lid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure.
You're turning up for sure.
So Clint Boyer has got great taste in country music, and he knows all the words to classics.
Yeah, we were singing 90s, 80s, 90s country all night long, having a great time.
That is pretty much.
That sounds like the dream.
That sounds like the nights we have
Yeah.
over here partying too. Like, in this area, all the boys were just howling out country songs, taking shots, drinking. Man, it's by the bonfire. That's what we do around here in the Central Coast.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, man. So, what do you guys see in the future for Pryor and Lee?
I mean,
I know
Other than absolute superstardom, what do
Yeah.
you guys see in the future for
Other
you guys?
than-
well, I do. I really, we joke about it, but we've set a goal for us. So we really want to see us. We want to see Duo of the Year come across. And that's
It ain't out of reach.
Yeah.
that's for us. That's the next, I would say, big milestone.
Yeah.
The great. I mean, we're working on songs now. We've been in the studio all day and last night, and we're gonna be in after tonight after we get off of this, and so we're just working on songs, trying to put out the best music we can, seeing what next single's gonna come out, and
Just keep grinding.
just keep grinding.
Like it has for you guys so far. It falls into place as it may.
Yeah. Kind of, and I know it's kind of been a crazy year being 2020 and everything. And, you got to make the best of it, Like everybody's kind of in this shit situation. So you just got to do what you can do and that's it,
Yeah, it's not like we're the only ones in this boat. It's this
Right.
whole town. I mean, not just this whole town, but the whole, just the world. Everybody,
Yeah.
The entire entertainment, just not just us, but like all the people that are on Broadway, not our Broadway, but Broadway in New York. All those singers, all the
Right.
people that work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
all the crew and the technicians and waiters and waitresses, all the service industry and hospitality is just.
My wife's a hairstylist, so she got screwed for the first big chunk of Corona. She wasn't able to go to work, so that was a pain in the butt. But yeah, now they're back.
So we're gonna do one last segment,
One last game.
and it's called This or That. So there's no. We're gonna ask you questions, and you got to pick between one of the answers. No explanation needed. Just the first thing that comes to mind. Okay.
We're both giving you the answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna say tri-tip or brisket.
Tri-tip.
Yep. Hands
All
down.
right,
It's
for
really
sure.
not even a competition.
I knew
in
the
my
answer to
mind.
this one at the beginning of the show when we started talking to tri-tip.
Brisket, you really have to, you got to smoke it.
It's too fatty for me.
It's,
Not
you
a big
got
fan of
to,
brisket.
it'll turn leathery in barbecuing. So we got Jeff Gordon or Dale Jr.
Dale Jr.
Oh, I was gonna say Jeff Gordon.
And then you saw his.
Pryor was disgusted that
Go
we
with
asked
what-
this.
go with what you
Honorable?
feel.
You're gonna pick Jeff Gordon?
Listen, here's the only reason the only reason I say that is I got a chance to hang out with Jeff at a race last year, and I'm assuming Junior is a great guy too.
Yeah.
My phone rang.
But Gordon, he knows how to have a good time,
Yeah,
and I
man.
like people that know how to have a good time.
There we
Absolutely.
go.
Well, he was.
I
He was kind of the thing, bro. I mean, I grew up in the we both grew up in the 90s.
Yeah, we're all
mid
90s
90s,
kids.
late 90s. He was kind of at his peak there.
You'd
So
eat
it was
those
kind of
little,
like
the little
the
Jeff
Rainbow
Gordon
Warrior.
Fritos.
Hey, bud.
Rainbow Warrior.
Okay.
What car?
all right.
He's a 24 car, but what was his big sponsor? DuPont.
DuPont. Yeah.
That's what she said.
I remember the Jeff Gordon Fritos. You know what I'm talking about? The little Jeff Gordon Fritos they had. They made him after his car. You don't remember those? Oh yeah, they were like the honey barbecue flavor. They were like little NASCAR
That's a good
chips.
flavor.
Yeah, they're pretty legit. I know, right? It was back
I'm
in the day.
hungry. Any food.
All right, so next we got cowboy hat or baseball cap.
Baseball.
Baseball
Baseball
cap
cap.
all day.
All right, George Strait or Alan Jackson.
George Strait.
Okay.
King, the king, pretty. And nothing against Alan Jackson. He's up there.
Oh
but,
yeah, George Strait for sure.
Ford or Chevy, guys. Or Toyota. Fuck. Toyotas are
You
great
said
trucks.
Ram or Toyota? Is that what you said?
I said Ford or Chevy, and then I was kind of like, okay, since we already talked about this, or Toyota.
Yeah.
I would say if we had to pick between the two, I would say Ford. Me too.
Ford. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
And then last but not least, text or phone call.
Phone call.
Okay.
So Lee.
It depends on who you're calling or texting.
Yeah,
If
I feel
don't
you.
I'll send you a text message.
yeah.
And what you have to say, kind of the content of it is kind of like a big deal. I hate writing. Some things are better with phone calls.
Right. For
I have
sure.
one extra. I have one honorable mention, this or that, and just because these are two of the most famous duos, Brooks and Dunn, Montgomery Gentry.
Brooks and Dunn.
Yeah.
That's what I would
Brooks
say
and
too.
Dunn.
I grew up on trips with the greatest hits of Brooks and Dunn, with the little Longhorn on the front of the greatest hits CD.
Oh, yeah.
On long trips, I grew up every song.
That's
man.
classic.
Yeah, but
So we're just about
Good information. Brooks and Dunn met each other when they were what, 33?
34. I think 34.
after solo careers.
That's how old we were when we met each other.
heck yeah.
See, there we go.
32, 34.
There it is.
Similarities right there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have reached the end of the pod where you guys said you were going to play us some of your music. That sound like a plan to
Yeah.
you guys?
You guys want to play a song for us?
We don't have any guitars. We didn't know we were playing.
Country musician without his guitar.
I know, right?
Woo!
Well, it sounds like we need to play like the short version, so then we'll get ready.
Thank you. I'll see you later. What's that song?
We'll play Y'allsome for you. How about
You can
that?
play
Yeah,
anything
absolutely.
you want to play.
Anything.
All right, y'all ready?
Let's
do
go.
it.
Well, we ready, man. We ready.
Here it is. One, two, one, two, three. Back here, boy. party from here to the moon, but I ain't never party like a party with you, y'all. You got it all figured out. All the red cups, all you can drink. Old town bar up and down the street, y'all. Know how to do it up loud. Y'all some party people, y'all some crazy mothers, y'all some freaking good-looking country music lovers, hanking and drinking, all wrecking, all shaking the walls. Thought I seen it all, damn y'all. Y'all some of my kind of rowdy, y'all some of my kind of crowd, y'all some of my kind of pride. Y'all know how to get down. Get down. Y'all got the hottest girls I ever did see. White pockets sticking out of them cut off jeans, y'all. Just don't know how to grow on. Yeah, they do. Y'all ain't scared to have a little fun. Whiskey shots from a water gun. Ain't slowing down. Here comes the sun. Y'all some party people. Y'all some crazy mothers. Y'all some freaking good-looking country music lovers. Hanking and drinking, all wrecking, all shaking the walls. Thought I seen it all. Damn y'all. Y'all some of my kind of rowdy. Y'all some of my kind of crowd. Y'all some of my kind of party. Y'all know how to get down. Get down. Hey now, y'all. I've never been sideways like y'all. Hey, what food is that alcohol? And got you swerving up, down, on, hanging on the wall. Y'all some party people. Hey, y'all some crazy mothers. Y'all some freaking good-looking country music lovers. Y'all some party people. Y'all some crazy mothers. Y'all some freaking good-looking country music lovers. Hanking and drinking, all wrecking, all shaking the walls. Thought I seen it all. Damn, y'all. Y'all some of my kind of rowdy. Y'all some of my kind of crowd. Y'all some of my kind of pride. Y'all know how to get down. Get down. Y'all know how to get down.
Let's go.
You get the garage gang standing up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
And
man.
the crowd goes wild.
I might skip food and go straight to beer now. I'm telling you that right now. I know. I felt like I should have
that
a
song
beer
does
in my
kinda make
hand
me
right
wanna
now.
drink, dude.
Yeah, I know. I was feeding for a second there. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go, dude. Thank you guys. What was that?
How much time we got?
You guys can do it more if you
Yeah.
want.
Hey, we're
We got
good.
as much time as you guys got.
You'll do one more?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's somebody go make a damn drink.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's do one more. And let's do the song we wrote with Terry.
Hey man, let's go.
Oh.
Yeah, I love this song.
Woo!
All right.
We do an A?
Yeah, y'all remember McBride and the Ride? Do you guys remember them?
Nuh-uh.
Well, there's this dude named Terry McBride, and I don't know how many songs he's written for, what are they called?
Oh yeah. Brooks and Dunn?
Oh, yeah, those
Oh,
guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, those guys.
Dude, we went to write with this guy one time. We don't have enough time on this podcast, but let me tell you what. In probably 45 minutes, he might have breathed once. Like, he just told us everything about his life, and he is the man. And he's got,
man.
like, he is so cool. You talk about somebody you want to go party with, be like, just call me anytime, and I'll be packed.
That's
Voice of the
awesome.
Hip Hop like, that didn't happen. No way.
By the way, hi, my name's Pryor. This is Kaleb. We just met. Nice to meet you.
Great, dude. Looking forward to riding with him again. This is a song called Might Have Been Wrong.
Okay.
All right.
And that's all it's called.
This is
I
going
thought
to be a
the
good
song
one.
I was half right. I said, I thought it was called Might Have Been Wrong, but it sure felt right. And Caleb's like, no, it's never been called that. It's always been Might Have Been Wrong. I was like, I've been saying the other part forever.
I mean, technically
So
you had it
I've
right.
been wrong.
Been playing a while, so don't judge us.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What?
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Touchdown to Vegas with a week's worth of wages spent. It was just me and my buddy, his buddy's 2 best friends. And we hit the strip, got neon lit, and that's where the story begins. Ended up at a pool with a girl named Jewel, and I jumped into the deep end. Might have been wrong, but it sure felt right. Yeah! Might have had 1 too many cowboy martinis last night. Probably damn right. Last thing I remember was that ring on my finger, and that preacher said till you die. Might have been wrong. Oh, it sure felt right. Well, I don't know who said what, no, but something went down. Cause when I came to, it was me and Jewel and no one around. She said, what you wanna do on our honeymoon? And before I could even make a sound, she got all dressed up and went and ordered up another long night on the town. Might have been wrong, but it sure felt right. Yeah, baby. Might have had 1 too many cowboy martinis last night. Yeah. Last thing I remember was that ring on my finger, and that preacher said till you die. Might have been wrong. Oh, sure feel right. Might have been wrong, but it sure felt right. Might have had 1 too many cowboy martinis last night and tonight. Last thing I remember was that ring on my finger, and that preacher said till you die. Might have been wrong. Oh, it sure felt right. Hey, might have been wrong. It sure felt right. Hey! One more.
Let's go.
Hey boys, for not singing that for a while, it sure felt right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
That song made me want to swing dance.
Yeah.
It just has
Yeah.
the yes. Oh man.
Swing dance king.
Yeah,
Come on now.
I'm a big line dancer. They have Pryor, you might know The Graduate. Yeah.
Oh, do I know the
Yeah.
guy?
Oh
Did
man.
you hear it closed?
Cutting a rug.
I know. I did hear it closed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Joe, when me and Joe lived together, he would, every Thursday and Saturdays?
Thursdays and Saturday
and
nights.
Saturdays, man, he would be there. Yeah.
What
went.
do they have, the 18 and under night?
No, no. Wednesdays, Wild Wednesdays.
Oh, I remember
Joe wasn't at that one,
no,
so I hope not
was it Minor Madness back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called, Minor Madness.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
when like high school days. Yeah, I remember that.
Get drunk in the parking lot.
Oh, dude. For real, man. I
That's
know.
good stuff.
I like the line dancing days because they had $4 Long Islands or whatever.
Yeah, it was like $4 Long Islands.
dangerous.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Well,
thank
that's
you
it.
guys, man.
Boys.
It's been a pleasure, man,
Hey.
having you guys on.
Guys, thank you so much. We would love to do this again sometime down the road, man. Kind of get an update and see how things are going, man. Shoot the breeze with the boys.
I love it.
And like I said,
We'll take you to Hugh Babies and Honky Tonk.
Absolutely.
next
Yeah.
August I'll be there.
Ah,
I'll be hitting you guys up.
Hell yeah.
absolutely, guys. Well,
Cool.
thank you for joining us, and guess that's time for us to
Yeah.
sign out, man. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for
All right.
having us.
Thank you so much, man, and good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
All right, have a good one, guys.
See you guys.